Anne-Marie Tomchak is in the World newsroom to update us. Anne-Marie, it's a story that we've been covering with lots of comments in the last few days. What are people saying today?
That's right, Babita. I'm here in the World's newsroom, home to 27 different language services. We've been hearing so much about this story over the past few days, and I'm joined by Zhuang Chen from the BBC's Chinese service. Zhuang, lots of developments over the last few days, but there's still some confusion surrounding the case.
Exactly. The latest case is that the family members have come forward to take the child away, which means the child is healthy and is discharged from the hospital. The confusion comes from who takes the child away. Firstly, it's reported it's the father, and then mother comes out, and then now it's the grandparents. So I think there is a bit of confusion, but all in all, I think it's the family members who take the baby away, which is good news for many of the public in China.
And there's been a huge reaction just in terms of the global media coverage and on social networking websites. But what have the people of China had to say about this story?
I think, as you can imagine, it's very opposite views. We can see lots of contamination, saying that the irresponsible parent, the mom, and also at the same time we can see the sympathy also poured out to the child and also to the mom, saying that she's struggling herself. And she's a migrant worker, and her living condition is very bad, and there's lots of sympathy to her at the same time. But obviously, this is the case of the premarital pregnancy, which many decades ago was still a taboo in the Chinese society. I think that's also under the social pressure.
So when we were chatting about this earlier, you mentioned that there were literally tens of thousands of comments on Weibo, on the Chinese social networking page, over the past few days. And let's just give you a flavour of some of those comments now. One person says, "We should treat the case with tolerance and wish the mother and baby a happy life." But not everybody has been so sympathetic about it. One person also says, "She gave birth to a baby but couldn't take the responsibility to raise him. What an irresponsible parent." And plenty of people are also commenting about the huge media coverage. Another comment there on Weibo was that this is being massively overexposed. We shouldn't abandon a baby. Shouldn't this be a criminal offence?
Exactly, I think it's the whole spectrum of lots of things, and the media coverage is definitely one of it. We have seen the abandoning baby stories many times in the past, but this time it's very extraordinary because of the Weibo, the Twitter-like version in the Chinese media. Because of the Weibo era, I think more people can get access to the news itself, and also see that very shocking image, which just go viral on the internet. That's why it's caused such a sensational news in China for the past couple of days. I think each day at least tens of thousands followers and commenting on the story.
Well, I'm sure we're going to get lots more comments on that over the next few days. You can stay with us on BBC World News by following us on the website, bbc.com/news. And we're also on Facebook, facebook.com/BBC World News.
Anne-Marie, thank you very much. Anne-Marie Tom.